Spurgeon here with RevZilla to talk to you about the Fly Ignitor Pro Gloves available at RevZilla.com. So the Ignitor Pro Gloves take a step up from the Ignitor gloves out there by giving you more of a sport finish to the overall glove, adding knuckle protection in, and giving you a nice articulated feel with this. Now the beauty of the Ignitor Pros, this is going to be for you riders out there that want to get heated gear. You just don't want to have to worry about the confusing nature of having to hook things to your bike. You want simplicity, you want battery power, and that's what the Ignitor Pros are going to give you. What you're getting with this particular glove: 7-volt heat to the back of the hand, 200 grams of Thinsulate insulation to the back of the hand. You're going to have a full Hipora waterproof liner, which means the glove is going to be waterproof. So if you do get caught in some snow in the winter, you don't have to worry about your hands getting wet. You're going to have 20 grams of Thinsulate at the palm with a full leather palm to this. Really just a nice piece. Now, as far as fitment is concerned, this is going to range from small up to 3XL. And it's going to have an American fit. So what I mean by that, in my European brand, something like Dainese or Alpine Stars, I'm going to be a 2XL. When it comes to the Fly Ignitors, I am definitely going to be an extra large. So keep that in mind when you're coming up with the size. Now, as far as colors are concerned, this is going to be the black version, and this is the only color that it comes in. And Fly has done a really nice job with the Ignitor Pros to give you a top-of-the-line offering in their lineup. This is going to sit around the $180 price point, and what I like is it has a really nice sport feel while still being able to battle off the elements of winter. So, just starting with the overall construction. First thing we're looking at is the whole main body is going to be a stretch nylon. This is going to add a really nice feel. It just really works with your hand, and it just kind of gives you a full comfortable range of motion. The other thing that I like about this is that it's got a full leather palm. Really nice quality piece. You do have silicone grip panels along the inside of the palm on this. Really just a great feel for that $180 price point. There's a lot of bang for your buck offering here. Again, waterproof, heated, insulated, really going to work to get you to battle the elements of the winter. And if that's not enough, there is a touch screen fingertip as well, so you can work all of your electronic devices without having to take your glove off. If it's cold outside and you're wearing a heated glove, you don't want to have to take it off to be able to call your friend on your smartphone. Now, working our way through the back, we're going to complete the back and then we're going to flip it around the front. The first thing you're going to notice on the back of this is you have your control panel for your gloves. There's a plus and a minus. It's extremely easy to function this. So you have completely off, hit the plus button once, you're at level 1, level 2, and level 3. So you have 3 different levels of heat, and if your hands start to overheat, you simply turn it off until they cool down. And you can do this while you're riding. Really nice simplistic features with the controls on this. Now working your way back down through the hand, again, there's 200 grams of insulation. And all of the heating properties are going to be on the back of the hand for this. So they're going to use stainless core technology for their heating elements, and they're going to run all the way down the back of the hand, back of the palm, and then the back of the fingers to make sure that your hand is nice and warm as the cold wind is blowing over top. The other thing you're going to notice, pops for reflectivity at the back of the hand, pops for reflectivity in the Fly logo. And the other thing that I really like with this, it has more of a sport feel to it in the fact that you're getting armored knuckles. So again, just the armored knuckle design gives it that extra sport feel, extra layer of protection. And then as you work your way down through this, you're going to see there's going to be that touchscreen fingertip. Now, if I had to come up with one small nitpick, I would have liked to have the touchscreen at the thumb as well, so I could expand my screen if I'm using this on a smartphone. If you have to zoom in on a map or something like that, having it on the thumb and the finger works really nicely. As it stands right now, you have to use both gloves and use both index fingers if you want to utilize that feature without taking off the gloves. But again, small nitpick considering this glove comes in around the $108 price point and there's so much going on. Like I said, as you look down the inside or the palm on this, you are going to have reinforcements across the top. You are going to have a padded palm slider or a padded palm with this, no palm slider. And you do have silicone grips, just giving you extra grip, especially in those colder temperatures. If it does start to snow or start to sleet or rain, you do have that extra grip so your fingers aren't sliding off of the bars or the controls as you're trying to actuate the clutch or the brake lever. Now working your way down through on this, you do see elastication working its way across the wrist, and you have a single closure at the gauntlet cuff with a really nice pull to get this on and off. Now underneath this single closure, this is where the battery pack is going to sit. And I was a little bit concerned at first. I put these on, I took them out, went for a quick ride, and I was afraid that the battery pack sitting right here would impede on the feel of the glove. Doesn't at all. So I was actually really pleased with the overall comfort with this, even with the battery installed. Now, stopping for a minute to talk about the battery. So the battery with this is going to be a 7-volt, 220 milliamp battery. Now, what does that mean in real world speak? So 220 milliamps is the storage capacity for the overall battery itself. When we turn this up to full on blast, 3 bars, you're blasting full heat, the battery lasted for a little over 2 hours and 15 minutes. When we tried it again, full charge, knocked it down, lasted for about 3 hours and 15 minutes, and then when we knocked it down to 1 heat, lasted well over 4 hours. Now the cool thing about this is if you are going for a longer trip, the batteries are $25 a piece. So for an extra $50, you can keep a spare set of batteries in your tank bag with you, and when the old ones wear out, you can simply swap them out. Now, one note on the batteries, as far as maintenance for the batteries are concerned, if you put these gloves away in the spring and don't pull them back out again, you're going to probably end up ruining the battery. So make sure you're putting a periodic charge on the battery even throughout the summer months. You'd never want to let the battery just sit for 6 or 8 months at a time completely dead. That's a great way to ruin a battery. But Fly makes it really easy to offer replacements for this. Again, with that $25 a piece price point, it's really easy to replace the batteries if you have to. As far as getting the battery in and out of the glove, you simply slide it into the pocket and you're going to plug it in. And Fly does a really nice job of giving you the charger as well. Single charger with 2 different ports on it. So one of the things that you don't have to worry about carrying around is 2 separate chargers. You have 1 charger, 2 ports, both batteries plug in, and you're set to go. This is a really thought out piece. Fly's done a great job with the Igniter Pros of giving you a heated option for folks that are really kind of intimidated about getting into the world of heated gear. There's a lot of riders out there that are rocking Fly Ignitor Pros, and if you want to hear about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device to read reviews about what other riders are digging about the Fly Ignitor Pros that they're rocking with their rides to get them through the colder months of winter. Now, if you have more questions for us, never hesitate, pick up the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Fly Ignitor Pro Gloves. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.